Hey everyone, it's July 7th, 2025, and we're heading home. We're in the crazy 465 loop right now. We missed our exit, so now we're circling back around to head north. We've got about a 2.5 hour drive ahead of us. But I just wanted to check in and shoot a quick video, and here I am. So this week wasn't bad at all. For those of you who are scheduled for Plaque, I would say don't stress the procedure. I know that's a lot easier said than done. I'll be honest with you, I feel like I went through my hazing ritual now. I've been hazed and I've been inaugurated or whatever into the OM community. Initiated. That's it. Thanks, babe. I'll tell you, I did not know that such love and support and kindness existed on the internet. But the ocular melanoma community is amazing. And maybe I go overboard sometimes because I think people over and over and over again. I tell people that I love them. I tell people that I care about them and I'm thinking about them and I'm praying for them. But I don't know what is left for me, and I don't have the luxury of time to love someone in the traditional manner and to build relationships and to grow. And when somebody shows me kindness, I want to take that moment to acknowledge it. And so if it gets redundant, just know that it comes from the deepest places in my heart. There's so many people this week who have made this recovery a little bit better. You'd be surprised how a kind word, or even a like on a post, a like, a care emoji, a heart emoji, just that acknowledgement makes me feel like I have people in my corner. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Pam, who tolerates me and is already aggravated with me this morning because I'm telling her how to drive like a man does, but like a man shouldn't do. So I apologize for that. But all week long, she has cared for me. She has been by my side. She has made everything so comfortable and just kept me in good spirits. And her companionship is everything to me. I want to thank Ashley McCrary with Ion Grace Foundation. Ashley McCrary must be an angel sent from heaven for what she's doing for ocular melanoma patients and helping patients to get financial aid for their trips. Look, traveling to get medical treatment is very, very expensive. And Ion Grace covered our hotel bill this week. I thought I was being noble by letting Ashley know that we would handle the fuel and the food. It's no problem because we're going to pick up some groceries and take it to the hotel. We'll just have sandwiches. And I think in hindsight, I understand the mission of Ion Grace a little more, because Ashley had mentioned to me that her mission is to allow patients to travel to get treatment without the stress of the financial burden, but to also allow a caregiver to travel without also having that stress and that financial burden. And I think just being able to pick up the phone and order some food and walk across the parking lot, to have some warm food and something different in your belly, and I think that's a lot more convenient. So I would suggest, take advantage of what Ion Grace Foundation is offering, because they truly mean to make it a little less stressful and a little more comfortable for the patient and the caregiver. And it's so important to remember the caregiver in our journey. My wife, I try to acknowledge every single day what she is sacrificing and what she has to face at the end of this journey and along this journey, and she's willing to be there for me. Just remember your caregivers. If you can, reach out to Ion Grace Foundation. I believe the website is iongrace.net. If you can, donate. Even if you can't donate, just support the foundation, connect with Ashley McCreary, and just be involved. Sometimes getting involved and making yourself available to the cause is as valuable as any monetary donation can be. So reach out to them. I want to send a heartfelt thank you. My thoughts, my prayers, my heart, everything I have inside of me is with Melody Burchett and her daughter Megan and her son Jeff today and all week long. Please lift them up in your prayers. Keep them in your thoughts. Them, along with Danette, have done an amazing job with A Cure in Sight. I don't need to tell anyone who is already a patient, but being a new patient myself, only 6 to 8 weeks into my journey, having those people embrace me, reach out to me, lift me up, support me, care for me, give me advice and guidance and everything through this process is not just now, but is going to be immensely valuable. Anybody who is recently diagnosed, it's a shock. Your entire life, the course of your life has changed. Not just for yourself, but for your loved ones. And I don't know that I've really recovered from the shock 6 or 8 weeks later. I've mentioned it before that I have these moments of realization where I know that I have ocular melanoma. I know what my diagnosis is. I know what my prognosis is. I know all of the factors that go into my disease. But there are moments when my mind realizes it all over again. I don't know the words I'm looking for, but it really means a lot to have these people in my corner, and they will serve you very well. And if you reach out to them, they'll be there for you. They'll do what they can for you. They'll help you with any questions that you have, any advice that you have, looking for treatment, resources. Just reach out to acureinsight.org. And again, if you can donate, great. But reach out to a Cure in Sight, and if you can get involved with the organization, that's great. If you have a testimonial or someone that you know or love or care for has ocular melanoma, they have a phenomenal podcast on YouTube. I believe it is at A Cure in Sight 4912. Reach out to those ladies if you're willing to get on the podcast and share your experience. It's a difficult thing to get on camera and get on social media and put yourself out there. This week has been a challenge for me. For all the videos I posted on YouTube, I've had a million urges to delete them because I'm self-conscious about them, but I do believe that they will help other people in the future, and I've got to get past that. And if you can get past that and you can share your story, share your experiences, it helps people like me who are just starting their journey. If you haven't, it's raw and it's real. But if you haven't seen Clay Butler's YouTube video on living with a rare disease, I recommend you watch it. It's hard to watch, but I think it's good for the patient to watch, to understand the reality of their disease and the journey. But I also believe that it's an excellent video for anyone who wants to know about this disease. So if you're diagnosed and you have family or friends or someone who just doesn't understand, 8 weeks ago I had never heard of ocular melanoma, and here I am now trying to navigate a disease that I've never even heard of. So it's not hard to it's not abnormal to or I don't know what I'm trying to say here. For other people who don't understand, that's expected. But this video, Clay Butler's video, is a good way to for them to get an idea of the seriousness of the disease and its metastatic state. Hey, we got the blue all day long. Blue on black. The black awareness ribbon represents melanoma. The blue on black awareness ribbon represents ocular melanoma. And it's not in the ocular that we have to worry so much about. I just had a radiation plaque in my eye for 4 days to kill the tumor. My tumor was 13 by 13 by 5 in the medium category. And the doctor's 95 to 98% confident that the radiation will kill the tumor. Now I'll come back for scans, to measure and make sure that it's not growing and whatnot. But it's the metastatic state of the disease that we have to worry about. And that's when treatment comes in, that's when travel comes in, that's when things really get serious for us patients. I have a 50% chance of this disease metastasizing within 5 years. Or is it within 2 years, babe? Within 5 years. If it metastasizes, there is a 90% chance it will attack my liver. If it attacks my liver, then I have a 1% chance of living 5 years. So that's something that I try not to think about on a daily basis. It's hard to get that out of my mind. It's hard to not think about it. And what's crazy is, okay, now the plaque's out. Now it's time to heal. Now it's time to get back to normal. Now it's time to get back into normal routines. Now it's time to settle in and plan for my scans. I feel like in a way I'm not looking at 5, 10, 15, 20 years out anymore. I'm not looking at sitting on the porch with my wife in a rocking chair at 80 years old like we planned. Now I'm praying for 18 months, for 2 years, for my timeline just keeps shrinking. But so it is time to heal, but it's also time to walk the next stage of this journey. And I hope that you guys will all follow me, walk the journey with me, experience whatever it is that I'm going to experience. And I hope that you will get your eyes dilated. Know your eyes. They see everything. Encourage someone you love to get their eyes dilated. Get a dilated eye exam. Ask the doctor if you have a freckle, if you have a nuvia, however it's pronounced, or an abnormality in the back of your eye. Ask your doctor those things that you should be aware of, and then monitor those things. If you have a freckle in the back of your eye, get an annual eye exam. Your eye health is as critical as your cardiovascular health. It's as critical as anything else in your life. And it takes very little time out of your year to go to the eye doctor, get a dilated eye exam, and know what's going on in the back of your eyes. I love you all. I appreciate everyone more than I can ever express. And I know that these videos are a little mushy and on the emotional side, and I'll try to cut that out from now on, because I have a tendency to ramble on about it. But I just want there to be no mistake that you and you and you and you and you and you and you, everyone who has commented, everyone who has liked, everyone who has interacted with me this week, I love each and every one of you. I support, encourage, and hope that I can give you what you've given me. And this isn't my journey. This is our journey. Let's do it